Yeah, it was. You know, I demand that my teams play with passion and intensity, and because I'm a passionate person myself, and sometimes that spills over. And I apologise for letting it spill over tonight.
What did you do when you were how did you follow the game? How did you
Up in the press box.
Oh, okay.
So I just went up there. You can actually see the game quite well. I might stay up there even when my suspension's over. So I enjoyed being up there. You can see a lot more of the game, and it's the first time I've ever watched my team play from up there. It's the first time I've ever been sent off as a coach. So I quite enjoyed being up there. I might ever think about staying up there.
What was it that got you going there?
Like that, I've seen careers ended, like legs broken from tackles like that, and, but I shouldn't let that. That was what kind of started me off. I was quite calm until then, and then I was just that tackle is, as being an ex-player, you know when it's one that can, break bones, and I got a little bit emotional after that. But as I said, it's stupid for me to react like that, and all apologies. I shouldn't react like that.
Your team today, despite being players out of position, you control the game so much. Again, one tie, but it felt like again.
Yeah, we need to, but still, I've got to give them massive credit. We have been running on fumes for the last 2 or 3 weeks, absolute fumes with the travel and the games, and for them to put in that level of effort today when we're down to 12 outfield players, an academy kid who was meant to be we had to call him in yesterday to sign forms and he ends up making his debut today, Daryl Conti. So for the guys, such short numbers with the amount of travel they've done, the amount of minutes they've played, for me, I know you're saying the performance was good, but to get a point out of that game and to put in a performance like that, it's probably the highlight of the spring season for me. Because that shows the character.
You didn't expect the point today.
No, I didn't. Listen, with the group of players that we've got in there, I never expect anything less than a win. But when you put things into perspective, they were brilliant for about 75 minutes, and then about the last 15 minutes we became a little bit expansive. We looked knackered, rightly so, but for them to put in a level of performance like that can only stand us in good stead for the future. I mean, we, as you said, we totally controlled the game. I think we made over 600 passes in the game. That's Champions League stuff. That amount of passes, it really is, but it doesn't really matter. That doesn't really matter unless at the end of it you create, have a final pass that leads to a goal. But it was, we've got so much to build on, and it was really important we didn't lose today, going into the spring season, because that was everyone can go away, in good spirits, leaving with a point.
Who do you expect to have back when the fall season starts?
Most. Obviously Venter and Bolchin are probably out for the majority of the fall season as well. But Bruner will be touch and go, but everybody else.
How would you, earlier in the season, you talked about having more effective possession, producing more chances from the possession you had. That seemed to be a bit of an issue for tonight, but I'm guessing from what you've said that it has more to do with fatigue than precision.
Well, also, we had 20 shots, over 20 shots, I think. We had so many chances. They had a good few chances as well, but we had over 20 shots. If you create that many chances in a game, you'd expect to score 3 or 4 goals, and we're not doing that at the moment. So that's something that we've got to look at over this little break and try and address it for the fall season.
When the game started, 3 minutes in, that mistake,
Again?
did you feel, oh no, we're in for a tough night tonight?
I just thought, not again, you know,
Okay.
because it happened on Wednesday night
Yes.
as well. But you know, it was funny. It seems to bounce over Julian's foot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it took a funny bounce and just went over his foot. And you can't legislate for that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just one of those things. You know, it just seems to be that was our luck tonight. You know, but it shows you the character we've got. That they never capitulated, they never gave in, and they found a way to get something out of the game, and produce a really good performance as well.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, you know, in the season, your team is in the overall standing.
Yeah.
You've got some ground to make up. You have to make up that space, make up those points. How do you do that?
Start scoring goals is the key. You know, we're always going to concede a few goals because of the offensive style that we have. You know, we play very expansive. We play very expansive when we've got the ball. So we're always going to give up chances from time to time, and that's okay. But as long as we're taking our chances when we create as many as we do. So for me, it's all about scoring goals. I'm a big fan of entertaining football and that, you know, that kind of going toe to toe with anybody who comes to our play style, and but we've got to start scoring goals. We haven't scored enough goals in the spring season.
Can Carl Howard's shot on a free kick, can it be more? Can it be better than that, or was that perfection?
I mean, it's off the post and in.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Mm-hmm.
you know, and it was over the wall and it was unsavable. But Carl's got that quality from those shades. He's been a revelation this season. You know, he's somebody that's really embraced the new ideas and is flourishing this season. And you know, long may it continue, because he's a massive part of my plans and exactly the type of player that I like. You know, with that work rate and design.
What was your thinking in terms of putting Dennis in defence? We've seen him play forward normally. It was a question of numbers.
It was either him or Martin Nash. You know, it was.
Okay.
You know, that was what we had left.
Yeah.
You know, when I came to training this morning, we got the players in at 11 o'clock to just see where we were with injuries after the Vancouver game, and I thought Alves was playing when I came to training this morning, and then Jim would have probably played up front, you know. But when Alves wasn't available, then we had to push Lance into centre back, and then, you know, it was Bailey wasn't available to start, so. The plan was for De Guzman to play about an hour, and then Bailey come on for the last half hour, and then we had Vered as the only sub really after that, and so we needed to draft in the academy guys. So obviously De Guzman felt good and went a little bit longer than we were supposed to, but it was either Chin or Vered really in the end who was going to play right back, and Chin's actually done it in training from time to time.
You look pretty versatile. I mean,
yeah, no, he did fine. You know, he did fine, and you know, I thought, you know, for him and Porter, especially offensively, and even at the end in the second half, Chin got on a few really important tackles when he was 1v1, you know, in the corner of the 18. So he can be really, really proud of his efforts tonight, and that's what being part of a team's all about. You know, we've got a great group of players in there who, you know, whatever you need, coach, whatever you need, whatever the team needs, we'll do, and that was the mentality he had.
you brought in that young lad Conte. Is he up from the academy?
Yeah,
he
Daryl
didn't look out of place at all.
did fine. Yeah, and that's it. You know, it's a great opportunity. You know, with injuries comes opportunity.
Yeah.
And there's no way on this earth Daryl Conte would have thought, you know, a week ago, even yesterday morning, when he was, you know, that he was going to come on for the first team in front of 7,800 people.
He looks about 16. How old is he?
I think he's a little bit older than that. I think he's about 18, 19. But I mean, look, that's something that he's never going to forget. You know, it's a great opportunity for him, and something I'm sure he's going to go home and be thinking about all night. I don't think he gave the ball away. I think he 100% passed completion when he came on. And you know, as soon as he came on, he wanted the ball. You know, I was like, good on you, son. Well done.
He looked good.